So I am Saurabh Swaroop, and I'm one of the co-founders of a new brand, which is about 2 years old in the market now, and it is a specialty seafood restaurant, a specialty seafood, multi-cuisine restaurant with a very differentiated offering. Our vision is to actually massify seafood and take it to across the country eventually to the non-coastal areas where lovers of seafood are there. Let's quickly take our journey. We started our journey way back about 2 years back. We're not very old. Where there are three of us, three partners, and who are childhood friends. And I being the one who used to be a corporate employee, I was a corporate marketing person till about 2 years back, working with Samsung and selling their mobile phones. I was in the marketing head there. And two of my childhood friends who already own for the last 1.5 decades, who have been running a fisheries unit based out of Andamans, Port Blair. So there, the main business was into bulking, where, supplying the seafood, freshly caught seafood to various parts of the country, to the mandis, to the key restaurants across the country, and also working with the exporters to take the same produce or fish or seafood right to Europe, US, Japan, and Middle East. So 2.5 years back or so, we got an idea that, why cannot, now seafood is only available in coastal areas. Why can't we take the same quality exotic seafood to places where it's normally not available? And from there, the idea of Grub Soul Seafoods was born. We experimented with a small takeaway outlet, in South Delhi, which is a SGA market, in August 2021. And we got a phenomenal response. So, this is our quickly, right from 2010, how the journey has been in terms of, how we have, become specialists in terms of handling of seafood. This just to showcase you that we understand the product very well. And hence, the reason for success of our restaurant was because we are sitting at source and could manage the highest quality of seafood coming to our restaurant. These are the, small snapshot of what the co-founders are. You're talking to me. I'm Saurabh. Again, an engineer MBA. Has been, a techno marketer all my life. Anurag and Prabhat, who have been entrepreneurs all their life and primarily into seafood trading for the past, 1.5 decades or so. So, the key experience that we bring is, a lot of experience in managing, raw material, eventually coming into food produce. We have a large facility, which where we handle, already are handling how seafood is managed and distributed to different parts. So whoever wants to join us as a franchisee, that will be the core strength that we bring. The same raw material will be provided to the doorstep of the franchisee. We in the last 2 years we have realized that there is an acceptability and demand in market. We chose to start our experiment with Delhi, and Delhi being a really tough market for actual only providing seafood, and we are only providing, 90% or 95% of our menu is only on seafood, and the response that we got in the first 6 months was so nice that we actually started thinking of expansion in the first 6 months itself. We moved to Gurgaon after that, and on Golf Course Road, we opened a dine-in restaurant. There, our response was even better, and we were able to, the customers demanded so many new cuisines and dishes that we had to actually expand our menu at least 5 times. So, over a period of 2 years, we have really formed a very good menu, which includes lobster, multiple dishes of lobsters, crabs, prawns, multiple fishes, whether it's right from grilled to tandoori to pan fried, a lot of, snacking dishes and some fish curry items and etc. So it's a comprehensive menu where you can find something or the other for everyone, and we keep on innovating. Again, we have a differentiated business model because there are very few people who are only providing seafood. I'm not saying that the seafood players do not exist in the market. They do, but they primarily work on regional cuisines. I'll give you an example. Like there's a very popular seafood chain based out of Mumbai called Mahesh Lunch Home. They provide regional cuisines. And what we have done is we have taken products. Our menu or dishes, right from European dishes to American dishes to Chinese dishes to Pan Asian dishes to North Indian dishes to South Indian dishes. So combination of the best dishes that is possible, and we have tried to bring this together in a single menu, and hence our success. Again, we are data driven. Whatever customer interactions we have got in the last 1.5 2 years, we have bettered ourselves and enhanced our menu enhance our offerings, and that has given a remarkable success. There's quick story about, we started with, on the left, you can see a small takeaway joint that was in SGA. Our then on the right hand side, you can see, our outlet, which is a 35 to a 40 seater based out of Gurgaon. Even if the setting that, interiors that we have done are very, very shack like, it actually feels that you're sitting in Goa. I mean, it's a very bare minimum, basic, clean, very soothing to the eyes with some good music. It feels, if there was, sea outside, you would actually feel that you're sitting out in Goa. So we actually kind of teleport the people to the coastal area. Our latest, venture, we also moved down to GK1 M Block market. So again, there was a demand from customers that why don't you come to South Delhi in a dining facility? So we just went to GK1 M Block market. That outlet is just about a month old. So currently we are at three, and we are also planning to expand to one of the food courts, where in Vasant Kunj, where we are actually will be live in about 45 days from now. The work has already started. That will be DLF Promenade Mall. Will be coming in the food court in 45 days. Quick about market landscape, why we believe, seafood is a big success or has the potential. We know that studies clearly say that people are, Indian consumer is wanting to move down from unorganized to organized brands in terms of, eating joints. Food industry is growing, at a rate of about close to 11% and is expected to grow, consistently in the next 5 years. Similarly, if you just talk about, the seafood market, this is also anticipated to grow at about 6 to 7%, in spite of being very, very different. Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore, as we all know, they are the largest markets for the food service, and actually it's a huge potential, close to 1 lakh crores. The monthly household expense has actually reached out to about 2,500 rupees per household. I mean, that's quite a bit given the population that we have. And the younger generation, from between, if you take a data set of 25 to 40 years, I mean, they are being influenced by, international culture. More and more people, there are working couples. And even if, I mean, if they're not working couples, it's a normal traditional family, the eating out percentage during a week has gone up significantly. Initially, it used to be only over the weekends. Now it has become at least 3 to 4 times a week. If you're not going out, at least you have options of, delivery at your household. The kids are also, a big, decision makers in that area. And, our menu appeals to every one of them. Again, same thing, urbanization, food experimentation. People also want to experiment with new foods. I mean, they do not want to eat a Mughlai every day. They do not want to eat a Chinese takeout every day, pizza every day. That happens. I mean, that happens, maybe 2 to 3 times a month, but they are definitely looking for more options. Now, if I tell you the key reasons why we believe that, we are a good option for opening up a particular franchisee, we are the only seafood specialized restaurant serving a multi-cuisine menu. And this has the potential to appeal to a lot many people who are interested in good quality food. We have, the back end is completely sorted. The reason for our success is because we own the fisheries ourselves. Whoever has eaten at our outlet always comments that, how are you able to manage such good quality, of fish or other seafood material in the heart of Delhi? The answer to that is because we are sitting at the source. I'm not buying it from an external vendor. Our sister concern, which is again owned by two of our other partners, the Grub Soul procures it from them. And any franchisee that we sign up with, we will work the same model, whether it's in any part of Delhi or any part of the country. Since we already have that mechanism of supply chain in place, we can ensure that, the same material quality can actually reach the particular franchisee at the doorstep. How to handle seafood, again, that will be clearly told by us. And the other, raw material, etc., which can be sourced locally, which we can always write. This is our when a quick, scenario of how do we plan to expand. We want to start with Delhi NCR first, because we still believe there's a huge potential. West Delhi, North Delhi, Noida, Faridabad, there's so many areas where, people are wanting, and the customers are more and more customers are telling us, why don't you expand to those areas? We do not want to come so far to enjoy your food. And after Delhi, we plan to actually go to areas, cities which are nearby Delhi so that we can manage them. And then our expansion starts, maybe starting with South and Bangalore and Mumbai, in the eastern area, wherever the propensity of people eating, seafood is more, we want to go to those areas, which are non-coastal. Again, An ideal partner for us would be people who understand real estate, who have we can have strategic tie-ups with them. People who have properties, existing properties, either on their own or rented properties, who are wanting to expand their horizon. Individuals who have experience in the F&B domain and are looking for new opportunities, something which is very different. We are open to that. But the partner is very important is, they should have a local connect and capability to handle different customer demands. See, one thing I would want to actually add here is that, for us, since we are a little differentiated brand, it's very important that, we go to those areas where we are visible, where there is a good opportunity for people to walk in. So our third, area where we are going, like I just mentioned, we are planning to go to a mall. There is already a population which is coming in, and when they see us next to the other brands existing, there is a very very likely chance that the kind of quality we are serving, there will be many conversions because something like this does not exist in the market. Again, there are three models that we are looking at. Coco, which is company owned, company operated. We already at two. We'll be moving to three or four eventually in due course. FOCO is again, franchisee of owned and company operated. There's something which we can be looking at maybe when we are planning to expand to the other cities. But right now we are more interested in FOCO model, which will be franchisee owned and franchisee operated, where we will be as a brand owner, we will be giving the entire guidance, training, and everything to the franchisee, but it will be operated at a daily level by the franchisee itself. Again, we have two models here. If you're looking at a franchisee, one would be a dine-in model, where the requirement would be between 800 to 1,000 square feet, where we can easily manage about a 32 or 32 seater easily. Looking at near malls or near commercial areas where you can believe that people are looking for options of eating out. We believe that the investment would start at close to around 45 lakhs, including the 5 lakh franchisee fee. This includes the entire development cost of the quality of kitchen, the kind of equipment that we know will be required, the stocks that will be required, everything. So this was the dine-in area. If you can see in the picture, this is the actual picture of the restaurant that we are running on in Gurgaon. Then takeaway or a quick service restaurant, which is QSR. Again, it should be in a high footfall area, in a commercial food hub, markets, malls, anywhere where you can see that people are more likely to walk in. Again, the investment here would be between a 17 to an 18 lakh, which includes the franchisee fee as well. Here, the opportunity would be mainly to take away and delivery, but also there will be, if it's a mall, the seating is something which we do not have to worry about, or we can easily manage a seating of 5 to 6 somewhere, or you can manage a standing table where people can enjoy your food. The menu for both the different type of options will be slightly different and customized. So depending on which area we plan to do that, we will have to customize the offerings, customize the pricing. Like if we want to go into an area where we feel that they are more student-centric, we might have to play around with the quantities and the particular product. So we are very open and we will be advising that also, that what products work in what areas, depending on the kind of people which are staying close by. Roles and responsibilities, the brand will be giving entire technical support, the training of staff, helping in hiring of staff, helping with the site selection, what will work, what will not work, guidance on permissions and approvals. The process for licenses and operations are different for both type of setup. We have complete experience in that. We will be guiding you there. Even for staff selection for key positions, assistance in menu planning, or even the offers that we are running, all that will be managed by us, and all the knowledge will be transferred to the franchisee. But the franchisee will have to take up all the investment, the local marketing activities, the running costs, day-to-day costs, the entire management or operational management at an everyday level will be a responsibility of the franchise. Again, that details on the same thing which I mentioned. We will be not only before the pre-opening, we'll also plan to support, for the complete handholding of, after even the post-launch as well.